Good morning. This is Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name is Dave Burney.
I'm Brent Amperson. Good morning.
It feels a little bit more like Christmas this morning.
Well, it felt like it driving home from the game last night. Yeah, like yippee.
Well, for the kids, when you're a kid and Santa's coming to town, you always like to see a little snow on the ground. Why is he, you wonder, how's he going to get around? How's those reindeer going to pull it through the dirt and
That's
grass?
true. Yeah.
The roof is dry. So let's be thankful today.
Yes.
Yeah, I took in a Christmas program last night, was out getting some fuel and fueling up the car before that, and there was just little spats of moisture ahead of that snow, so it made it kind of slick. And by the time you got a little layer of snow on the cement and asphalt, it got a little slick out there. And please drive with care this morning, like 1/100 to 200 of precipitation out of this, but just enough to stick, and they're not going to plow this because there's really nothing to plow, so it's just going to be a matter of time. But ease in on those brakes today. You might be getting a bad surprise if you're going to stop and give yourself plenty of room between automobiles. That's our breakfast show lecture for today.
There you go. Well said.
Thank you. December 11th.
Yes.
Alex Hart Coleman turns 30 years old today.
Oh, wow. Man, that makes me feel old.
Says here...
I remember calling Alex's games in high school. Oh, my.
Well, you're supposed to give her a hard time, so you've got.
Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. I don't know.
Remember when she blew up? Maybe going up for a layup or something, and you could ever give her a hard time about?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
No.
All right. We don't do that to our athletes.
Yeah.
So, happy birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday.
Alex Hart Coleman, 30 years young today. Thanks a lot, Alex, for making us feel older.
Yeah. Alex is going, I feel the same way.
Yeah.
Older.
Send out a happy birthday also to my wife's sister, Connie Gunther. She is 81 years young today.
Oh, fantastic.
Happy birthday, Connie.
Yeah.
So we're going to have a little drink of coffee for Alex and Connie this morning. I guess I am. You don't have any
Yeah,
coffee.
I know. You just had to do that this morning to me, didn't you?
Oh, gosh. I forgot.
Yeah, I forgot.
I really did, honest.
Okay.
I really did. I apologize. You want a drink of water to wash, kind of...
I don't think I'm even to have that.
Oh, you have
I've
to...
got get blood drawn today.
Oh.
One of those fasting things.
Yeah. No water, no food.
I don't think so, yeah. So...
I didn't know this. I got in trouble last time I had to do that because
Yeah?
I was having a scan done on, like, the lungs and stomach area.
Uh-huh.
See whether I had a heart, I think.
Oh, did they? How long did they have to look before they found it?
They never did find one. But anyway, I was chewing gum when I got there, and boy, did I get a lecture.
Oh, really? Yeah. I've been told that. Yeah, don't chew gum.
Yeah, I don't know if that would affect a blood test.
Yeah, I don't know.
But if they want to look in your stomach area, your stomach thinks you're having lunch when you're eating gum, and so or chewing gum, and so it works up, she said, juices of some kind.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's had yearly checkup time. As you get older, then you got to have yearly checkups.
Well, what are you going to talk about? What's the doctor going to recommend you have that you haven't had yet?
This is the doctor is like a few days later. I don't see the doctor today.
Oh, you're just getting
this is the preliminary work.
Well, what do you predict he's going to recommend you get?
Well, I'm 53, Dave, so I'll just let you figure it out. Gee whiz. The one thing I do love, I love the ladies up there.
They're nice, aren't they?
They're just the best. Yeah. So if you're listening up there this morning, and I'll see you. Brent will see you later today.
Yeah, and why don't you just show him the kit while Brent's there?
Yeah, just be gentle, though, please.
Yeah, just show him what's in store for him.
I'll walk up there. Watch, they're going to come out with this really giant needle. All right, Brent, time to take your blood. We heard you were coming today.
We got to take some brain fluid, too, while you're here. Oh, those girls are great, though.
Yeah, they are. They're great up
very
there.
Good. The hospital here. Great crew over in Callaway, so we're fortunate.
Yes, we are very fortunate with the healthcare facilities of our area, for sure.
Well, let's see. We'll move off that.
Yes, thank you. Let's talk about something else.
Yeah. Other birthdays. Brenda Lee.
Oh, rocking around the Christmas tree.
She is, 80 today.
Really?
Yeah, yep. And that's kind of cool. She has a birthday during the month of December.
Yeah.
Since her song is a staple. And let's see. Well, that was one other one. Jermaine Jackson.
Oh.
Jermaine, R&B singer, brother of Michael, was one of the Jackson 5.
Mm-hmm.
And also had a couple of solo hits. One called Don't Take It Personal. I don't remember that one, but he had a hit or two, it says.
Okay.
Outside of the Jackson 5. They must have been a close family, because if I was one of Michael's brothers back then with the Jackson 5 and he was out there singing in that little high voice, I think I'd take him around the corner and work him over a little bit.
Oh, Bernie, you make me laugh.
7:37 on this wintry Wednesday. We're going to be going to Varney Health Mart and visiting with Julie about probably some Christmas gift ideas and what's going on. I imagine they're probably pretty busy with things like sore throats and colds and flu and all of that sort of thing. Kind of prominent this time of year. But we'll find out more about that. Right now, I'd like to talk about other things. I'm going to put this aside.
Oh, okay. All right, let's talk about other things.
Yeah, I think we can have a new series. It could become a podcast, but this is going to be a quick story.
Oh,
but it could be a podcast.
All right.
Dave's Dreams.
Oh, my. Yes.
So the only thing I remember last night, I'll just give you an update.
Do you have a dream every night?
Pretty much.
That's what I was wondering. I swear, folks, every day I come into work, whether it's during a commercial break during the show or before we start the show, Dave is sharing his dream with me, and I swear it's every day.
This one was probably right before I, woke up. I don't know for sure, because I woke up at 3:30.
That's usually when dreams occur, before you wake up.
Yeah. I was still on the couch. I never made it off the couch last night. But then I went to bed for an hour or two. So I don't know for sure when the dream took place. It really doesn't matter. Joan did mention this morning it's best when I don't sleep on my back.
Oh. Okay.
Just a sidebar. Anyway, just a little quick story. Was on a boat, and it was evidently my boat, but it was fancier than my boat. It was bigger, had a bigger motor. You know.
Was it like a big yacht?
No, it was a big, like a walleye fishing boat.
Oh.
One of those fancy ones that you see out on the lake.
Mm-hmm.
Your jaw kind of drops when they go by, and you go, well, I wonder how much that cost. Anyway, it was that kind of boat.
Okay.
But I realized at the end of the dream, I don't know what this means. I wasn't in the water. I wasn't on the lake. And I was revving the motor up and just, trying to get it to run properly. And then I realized, well, I'm not in water. And all this smoke started coming out of the motor because,
oh my!
I mean, a motorboat motor needs to be in the water.
Well, preferably yes,
to cool it off. And there was a lot of white smoke coming out of it, and I woke up.
Oh my!
What does that mean?
I have no idea.
Means there'll be one happy boat repairman.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one thing I really wouldn't want to do, and that's try to be put into the position of interpreting your dreams. I don't want to go there.
Well, that's the short one. That's all I can remember from
Yeah.
last night. Let's see. Wanted to mention real quick, and then we better get going here on some
Oh,
things.
yeah, we probably have business to do.
Business, serious business. Anniversary of the premiere of Magnum PI.
Oh, man. Oh, wow. Let's
1980.
play the theme song.
I could actually play it here if I really wanted to.
Oh, that'd be
there's a
great.
link.
That was a great theme. That goes back to our discussion yesterday. Just love the old TV shows that had the theme song to start the show.
Yeah.
Magnum was one of the
Magnum,
best.
Yep. And it is also a very important date, the anniversary of the premiere of A Few Good Men
Oh,
in 1992.
you can't handle the truth.
Cannot. And that's also, I could play that for you, but you just did it.
Oh, okay, thanks.
And the anniversary, this one's big. I'm not trying to be funny here. This one's big. The anniversary of the start of World War II. On this day in 1941, 83 years ago, Adolf Hitler's Germany declared war on the U.S. just 4 days after the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor. So that's a date that will be important forever and ever.
Yeah.
All right, school lunch menus. Gosh, this coffee's extra good today, I guess, because it's cold outside. But man, it really hits the spot.
Yeah, I bet it does.
Why do I do that? What is the devil in me that makes me do that, Brent?
I don't know.
I think it's because of the genes from my mother. December's menu for
I doubt that.
Prairie Pioneer menu today. Barbecue meatballs, cheesy potato, peas, and fruit. Well, I did tell you that my mother, when I didn't get out of bed to go to school in the morning, she'd just come in and trinkle. She'd pour water on you.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Well,
By the way, the number is 872-6121. She wouldn't pour it all just all in one big, glass. She would dribble it like torture,
yeah.
waterboarding.
Oh, my.
872-6121. Call and let them know you're coming, or call them to set up home delivery.
Thetford School today, as we go to the school lunch menus, hot ham sandwich at Thetford today.
And, of course, every once in a while, she'd rinse your hair in vinegar.
Probably
As
because you deserved
Another torture. Ansley today, chicken and mashed potatoes and corn. That sounds delicious.
it. SEM today, orange chicken on the lunch menu.
And Selma Myrna Public Schools, hot pepperoni subs, cheeseburgers, fresh-baked combo subs.
Sandhills School in Dunning, Philly steak and cheese sandwiches at Sandhills.
Arcadia Schools today, walking tacos. They'll have running tacos tomorrow.
Oh. Litchfield today, popcorn chicken at Litchfield.
At Arnold, it's goulash and a tea roll.
Gothenburg today, hot pepperoni sub, cheeseburger, made fresh pepperoni pizza, fresh baked Italian turkey sub. Some of your choices at Gothenburg today.
Sargent Schools featuring tater tot casserole or macaroni and cheese, broccoli, fruit cup, dinner roll, and milk.
Cozad today, some of their choices, chicken patty, roast turkey, or the pizza bar at Cozad.
All right, 744.
I've got
You got
two
more?
more. Yep,
oh,
sorry.
I'm sorry, Brent.
That's all right. Callaway today, pig in a blanket at Callaway. And let's see, Broken Bow today. Hot pepperoni sub, cheeseburger, fresh baked combo sub, and the Grill Station combos, a spicy chicken sandwich basket, or build your own hot dog station. That's at Broken Bow today.
All right, 744. We're going to play the game and see if we can give away something to eat here this morning on The Breakfast Show. And what are we doing today, Mr. Apperson?
It's Wednesday, right? So Pig in a Blanket
There we go.
is your prize that you'll be playing for, and it's a new batch of questions. Many books have Christmas as their theme, and the characters, or most of them, are very keen to see Santa. So let's see how many of the books you can remember. This popular book was written by Chris Van Allsburg, and it tells the story of a young boy's visit to the North Pole, where he meets Santa and his elves. What kind of transport takes him on his journey. Did he get there by helicopter, by car, by sleigh, or by train? This popular book, written by Chris Van Allsburg, tells the story of a young boy's visit to the North Pole. How did he get there? Was it by helicopter, car, sleigh, or train? If you know, call us at 872-2801.
The Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did we wake you up?
Nebraska's favorite way to start the day on KCNI KBBN.
Ben is in a sticky situation.
I got so excited for my fresh-baked Runza cinnamon rolls that I forgot to grab a napkin.
Now you got cinnamon roll fingers, and they're so ooey.
And gooey. I can't grab a spoon to dig into my delicious homemade chili.
Maybe you should call for help?
Oh, I'll call my mom. Oh, I've ruined my phone.
Worth it, though. Come get Runza's homemade chili, fresh baked cinnamon rolls, and a napkin today. Because Runza makes it all better.
Remember, today is Pigs in a Blanket Day.
All right, we had a caller in, and it was real choppy. And cell signal wasn't so good wherever they're located here. So give you a couple of seconds here to call in while Trish comes in from Designs of Distinction. And she's making her way through the weather this morning. Let's see here. Oh, there, it's going to ring again. Let's try it again, see if they've got a little better location here. Good morning. You're on the air. Who are we talking to?
This is Catherine.
Oh, Catherine, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
Well, let me ask you a question real quick. When you with your chickens out there, do you give them socks to put on this time of year, like little chicken socks?
No.
Okay.
Maybe socks with cleats on them so they don't slip.
Well, they have cleats of their own.
Well, that's a good point, yes.
They've got a hay to walk on.
Oh, you got them on hay. All right. That's very nice of you. Here's Brent with the question.
Okay, Catherine, this popular book was written by Chris Van Allsburg, tells the story of a young boy's visit to the North Pole. In the book, how did he get to the North Pole? Was it by helicopter, car, sleigh, or train? What do you think?
I think it was train.
It was a train, because it's the Polar Express, right? Was the book we're talking about?
Yep.
So congratulations, Catherine. You won, and we've got a certificate that'll get you a free pig in a blanket that they serve on Wednesdays at Runza here in Broken Bow. So come on out and see us when you can.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm going to send you some chicken socks for Christmas, Catherine, so you can give them a try.
I need some chicken peepers.
Okay. Merry Christmas to you.
Okay.
Bye. All right. Let's see what we have. All right. We're going to give Trish a moment to kind of get settled in. We'll be back after this break.
The morning Sandhills Drive never sounded so good.
In the mornings, we don't have to fight over the radio because it's one station.
You're listening to The Breakfast Show.
This is Chip with Nebraska Owners Insurance in Callaway and Broken Bow. The insurance industry is in a crazy place right now, and I understand your premiums are going up and deductibles are increasing. If you are looking to re-quote your current insurance or just have questions regarding coverage options, Nebraska Owners Insurance can help. With many ag carriers to choose from, I can provide farm, ranch, property, and liability coverage as well as pivot, livestock, and crop policies. Contact me today at Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency in Callaway or Broken Bow. I look forward to working with you.
The lights are up, trees are decorated, and Bruning Bank's Holiday Open House is coming up. Join us at a Broken Bow location at 803 South D Street on Wednesday, December 11th, anytime from 9 o'clock a.m. to 4 o'clock p.m. And don't forget to enter our raffle. Everyone is welcome to enter. Also, visit our giving tree and pick up an ornament with items listed for a family in need via Healing Hearts and Families. We are accepting donations now until December 13th. Bruning Bank would like to express our sincere gratitude for your business and wish you a successful 2025. Bruning Bank, member FDIC.
Wrap it in red and shop at RTA's Hardware in Broken Bow. Select power tools or batteries are just $99 each. And when you buy an M18 red lithium starter kit or fuel brushless drill and impact driver kit, you get your choice of a free Milwaukee leaf blower, grinder, sawzall, or battery, a $199 value for free. Buy a half-inch brushless hammer drill driver kit or circular saw and get a free 8 amp-hour battery for free. These deals and more are at RTA's Hardware, your locally owned ace in Broken Bow.
10 minutes before the hour. Trish is here from Designs of Distinction. Good morning, young lady.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. Good to have you in. Little slick. We were talking off the air about.
Slick. It's better now. It's had enough traffic but when I went to exercise this morning at 5:45, it was Route 2 looked like just a sheet of ice.
Yeah. Want to be careful on those off roads this morning that aren't traveled as much.
Yeah.
So.
Yep.
All right. Something I was going to ask you is very important. I'm having a little trouble with. I walked in the other room earlier to get something, and I went there and I stood there and I thought, what did I come over here for? One of those days, Trish. So I apologize.
It's just one of those days. I know. I have those often too.
Okay, good. That makes me feel better.
Yeah.
I know what it was. Now, you work part time at Bow Family out east town.
Out east.
And they have that big parking lot at Bow Family Furniture.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. Let me write that down.
Although we're not talking about any retail, but you can talk. You can write it down.
That's where you go to browse furniture. Write that down.
Got it.
Okay. Ron, Merry Christmas to you.
Yeah. Merry Christmas from the Breakfast Show. A bill you didn't expect.
Nothing like a bill you didn't expect for Christmas.
Yes, exactly.
Glad to make you happy, Ron. So, you've been busy and time is running out here.
Yeah, it is. I've got shades, a bunch of them just came in this past week, so I'll be out putting up some stuff later on today. Hopefully the weather goes with me, and then next week. But that's it.
And then we go the New Year's resolution route and say, I've been going to have this done for 5 years now. I'm going to call Trish.
Keep talking about it.
Yes, and get it done in 2025, right?
It's all good. I've already got people that are just like, not right now, but January. But I've already measured and we're ready to go. So they're just going to tell me when they're ready to pull the trigger and get them ordered. So,
that's great.
Yeah, that's already started and got a job up in Ord. So, yeah, it's just, you never know.
Everywhere you're going.
I know. Now I'm doing I had upholstery, and it's just an unusual, it's a very old dining room set, but it's just the seats. And they have burlap, and then around the burlap, they sewed in these metal rail type things that the springs hook to. So the seat is hollow, empty. So if there's springs let loose, you're going to go through. So springs are pretty tight, but the burlap over all the years hasn't fared too well. So I've been redoing those. So, and they were on with all those tiny little tacks.
Yeah. Boy, that's what you'll offer to the listeners out there is small upholstery jobs like chair seats,
footstools, small pieces. I just can't do the big stuff. So
that's understandable.
I get, and some things, I had a lady send me a picture of an old chair that I have no idea how to build that seat. I mean, you could do something like just a piece of plywood, foam and batting, and build it up that way, but the way it's sewn on there right now, I have no idea what they were thinking. I don't know. She's like, can you redo this? And I'm like, I think it's out of my expertise because I don't even know where to start. It just looks like rounded frames, so I don't even know what kind of seat it ever had. I'm sure it had one at one time, but
I'm sure you run into some interesting concepts. If somebody before you have done some work on a piece of furniture, I can imagine what it would look like if a radio guy would reupholster a chair or
pretty
a
much
seat.
how some of mine look.
Yeah, well, and the same with, I'm sure you sometimes smile and knowing you don't say anything because you're not that type of person, but you get it there and somebody's put up their own projects on a window and you probably have to kind of just go, wow.
The ones I love are the ones that are up there with, these huge snails. I love those. I always just stare at those and want to take a picture. And then when I start pulling it out, it's not just a little nail. it's a spike. And I'm like, where did you think this was going to go? I mean,
well, you start going through the drawer, you find something, and you
it's like, it
hammer
works.
it into the wall.
It was in the drawer. It's good.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, what size hammer did you need? And how did you not break that bracket putting that in there?
And there's another thing called, I don't know if this is an old term or a new term, probably newer, because everything had to be nailed back in the day. But now with these power drills, electric drills, everybody gets a little drill happy when we start putting screws in, don't we?
Especially those crappy little metal, nickel, whatever they are, screws that you can strip in one fell swoop. I mean, it's history. And I have spent more time taking things out of windows than it takes me to put the new ones in. I'm like, I should charge extra for removal.
Yeah.
I'd be okay with that.
And those screws, they're so soft.
Oh, yeah.
They're really
just, I don't know what there used to be a name for it, like pop metal.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know if that's what they were, but it's like any screwdriver. I mean, you can almost feel it when you go in there. And I try to keep really good tools so that everything's a nice, sharp thing, and then every once in a while I have to go through and throw all things out and start over. But, it's like, oh my goodness. And then I know there's tools that you can get that you can drill in and, they kind of will supposedly remove any screw. Yeah, I've had some.
I've tried that too. If it works, you must have to learn how to make it work.
I don't know how to do it well, I guess, because I just look at it and keep worrying it out, get a good pair of vice grips once I get it out to a certain point, and then I can. So
those are some of the things, folks, that Trish endures out there. So rather than do something like that yourself,
just call me.
Call Trish and have it done right.
Or even taking them down for painters or contractors that need to do something, call me. Yeah. I'll take them down. I have special bits that.
And you'll be able to put them back up properly.
Put them back up. I offer that to all my customers.
Okay, very
Just
good.
call me.
And also remember, with Trish, she's more than willing to help you, and she's more than willing to give you a bid on a project that you can be pretty confident that it's going to be very, very close to the amount that you bid. There's no charge for the bid.
No. I don't charge for my consultations, even if it's just something somebody wants color information or something like that. I don't charge for that. I've always got my paint samples with me, and I enjoy doing that part of it.
Really, you offer a little more than just, and this, I'm not diminishing what you do at all. We're all kind of in awe, but you also offer gentle advice on color combinations and how it's going to look when it's put up, and how's that going to match your carpet. That sort of thing is a bonus, right?
Yeah, it's just fun to, see people bring things together either through a renovation or just, hey, time to change the 30-year-old bedspread.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. And, of course, you can give advice on those, what are those things called at the end of the bed that you really don't use?
Yeah, I'm not going to go there with you. We've had this conversation more than once.
Really, they're just something you have to take off the bed or put your feet under them, and then they're heavy on your feet.
Scaldinos is what they're called in Italy.
Yeah, that's Italians.
They're like foot warmers, but so when you throw your dirty suitcase on a bed, it doesn't.
Oh, okay, that's what it's for.
Really, yeah. Or people that get in a bed and throw their feet up with their shoes on.
Well, that happens
kind of
every
weird.
once in a while. Yeah. But all of that little suggestive advice comes at no charge, right?
Yes, exactly.
So that's great. That's great.
Yeah.
How can they reach you? Your phone's the best, right?
Yep. Phone is the best, 308-870-3677.
All right.
And I have my Suburban, the signs are off of it because they were starting to peel, so I've razored all of them off, and I will eventually get new signs put on, but And every once in a while, I'm running around in little GMC terrain. So, yeah, if you don't see the vehicle, my good old tan Suburban, it's there might be a red one sitting there, but it's much smaller.
All right. Well, easy ways, make the phone call.
Yes.
Then
Give me a call.
Can be found. Now, will you be back before Christmas?
Nope.
Nope.
Because Christmas, I leave the 24th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All
So,
right, gonna see some family.
Yep. Get to see 11 great-grandchildren and 2 twins are on the way. They'll be here in March, so
wow.
I'll have 13 great-grandchildren. So I've been making lots of quilts.
Gosh, you've been busy, and you will be busy.
Well, they're all in Maryland, so all the drama is Maryland and South Carolina. So, but all the daily drama is there, and it's fun to catch up and see them every 6 months or so, and just amazing how they grow.
Yeah, no
it's
kidding.
Just fascinating.
Yeah,
so,
it's a gift.
Great kids.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, and Merry Christmas to you, neighbor and good friend.
Yep. Thanks. Just Custer County is wonderful.
Oh, that's great.
So.
Well, you are part of Custer County for sure.
I'm here.
You're here. Thank you.
Thanks.
News is next on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. A day-and-a-half-old wildfire is still burning out of control in Malibu, California. CBS's Carter Evans is there.
While the aerial firefight continues, the flames move so fast, a sheriff's deputy had to abandon his car.
More than 20,000 people are under evacuation orders. 26-year-old Luigi Mangione is fighting extradition from Pennsylvania to New York in the murder of United Healthcare CEO. CBS's Lilia Luciano was at court yesterday.
He had an air of defiance, which he carried throughout the entire hearing. He seemed restless at times, but not nervous, almost just annoyed at the process.
AAA expects the Christmas and Hanukkah travel rush to be even busier than Thanksgiving's. CBS's Chris Van Cleve.
The busiest day on the road is expected to be December 22nd. The airlines expect the weekends that bookend Christmas to be the busiest at the airport.
Christmas is 2 weeks from today. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
It's better over here. If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has an exclusive rate plan just for you. Right now, get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for just $30 a line. That's a 45% savings versus Verizon and AT&T. Plus, you can get one of the latest 5G phones free when you add a line. That's right, a free 5G phone. Experience all this and more on America's largest 5G network. So why wait? At T-Mobile, customers 55 and up can get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for only $30 a line. Just go to T-Mobile.com/choice55 or visit your local store to make the switch.
With AutoPay using debit or bank account plus taxes and fees, 45% off 2 lines versus AT&T Starter and Verizon Welcome. Plan benefits vary. Free phones up to $300 off with 24 monthly bill credits and qualifying new line for well-qualified customers plus tax and $35 device connection charge. Contact us before canceling entire account to continue remaining bill credits. Bill credits end if you pay off device early. See details at T-Mobile.com.
Here's a look at Nebraska news. In a story released by KSMB, the Kearney Police Department is currently on the scene of a serious injury crash on the 30th Avenue overpass. The overpass is closed in both directions. This is an ongoing investigation. In other Nebraska news, in a story released by KOLN, Creed has extended their sold-out The Summer of '99 tour to include Lincoln. Creed with special guests Daughtry and Mammoth WVH will be stopping at Pinnacle Bank Arena on August 1st of 2025. Tickets for the tour will be available for artist pre-sales starting Wednesday at 10 a.m. Additional pre-sales will run ahead of the general sale that is scheduled for Friday at 10 a.m. When it kicked off in 2024, the Summer of '99 tour quickly became one of the most anticipated tours of the summer, USA Today said, and one of the hottest rock tickets of the year. For a return that may be something this industry has never seen. Creed's Scott Stapp said, 30 years it's been a blessing to pick up right where we left off with longtime fans and to meet the next generation of fans for this time. It's been an incredible ride and we aren't done yet. So here's to the summer that never ends. We'll see you on the road. This has been a Nebraska News Update. I'm Jack Simpson reporting for Central Nebraska's news source.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Steve DeSager.
2 games in the NBA Cup quarterfinals. Milwaukee beat Orlando 114-109. Giannis Antetokounmpo with 37 points. Then at Oklahoma City, the Thunder eliminated Dallas 118-104. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander scored 39 points. The 2 other quarterfinals are on Wednesday. Kawhi Leonard practiced with the Clippers for the first time this season after knee inflammation. 2 games in men's college basketball at Madison Square Garden. Number 1 Tennessee stayed undefeated, beating Miami 75-62. Then Arkansas came back to upset number 14 Michigan 89-87. Illinois down number 20 ranked Wisconsin 86-80. In an NHL late game, Minnesota won in a shootout at Utah. Earlier, Toronto came back for an overtime victory at New Jersey. Winnipeg beat Boston 8-1. The New York Yankees agreed to an 8-year deal with left-handed pitcher Max Fried from the Braves.
Here's your weatherology forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. A blend of clouds and sun today with a high of 36. Winds out of the northwest 8 to 15 miles per hour. Partly cloudy tonight 11. High temperatures reach up to 30. Tomorrow, sunshine mixed with clouds at times. Mid-20s Friday with a slight chance for snow. Low 40s, lots of sunshine Saturday. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
It's 8:07. Let's go outside this morning and get the real feel with Happy Jack, who is outside, hopefully not slipping around. Jack, what's it like out there?
I was just about to say the same thing, Dave. Maybe if you're going outside, get some shoes with a little bit of good traction. We got some snow last night if you haven't been out yet. 20 degrees outside, cloudy skies, calm winds out of the south. I'd say up to 5 miles per hour. There's a very, very light breeze in the air. Barometric pressure at 30.15, humidity at 86%. Last 24 hours, we've received 1/100th of precipitation in the snow, and the precipitation for this month is up to 1/100th. High yesterday 42, overnight low 20. Sunrise today 7:55, and sunset today 5:09. With that being said, Happy Jack Simpson wishing you an amazing, wonderful Wednesday. Back to you, Dave.
Thank you very much, Jack. Appreciate it. Be careful out there, folks. You might want to just take a little extra time to get to your destination this morning. Just right on time. And I think people who work in the banking business are pretty much prompt most of the time, Brent. I believe so anyway. And so this show is running right on time because of Stuart Fox walking in the door. Perfect timing to talk about whatever he wants to talk about. And I imagine it's movies. So I'm going to turn it over to you guys.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Hi, Stuart. How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
A little chilly out there. I got the weather forecast while I was out there, so I didn't fall, so that was good.
Good. Well, let's see. Where do you want to start? You want to start with what's currently showing? I think that you're also doing some, or you have been anyway, some free movies on Saturdays during the holiday season. Maybe we can start there.
Sure, you bet. Yeah, we've been doing the free movies every Saturday at 2 o'clock. They've been sponsored by Trotter Swow and Go, so been a great partnership there. And this Saturday we are showing A Christmas Story, and that's the 1982-83 version.
Ah, yes.
I don't know that I've ever watched it from start to finish, so
I don't think I have either.
Yeah.
I've seen all kinds of bits and pieces of it.
Right. So there's an opportunity. So I think that's a great one for another generation to be able to come in and see. That's at 2 o'clock on Saturday. And then on Sunday, and I'm not very good prepared on that one, but I believe we are showing The Grinch on Sunday. This one's a little different, though. Even though that's more of a kid's movie, this one's for 55 and up. So this is being sponsored by Off-Broadway. They're wanting to do something for their kind of target audience out there. And so it's a 55 and up showing of The Grinch on Sunday. And so that's being sponsored by Off-Broadway.
All right. Great idea.
And then our final one will be the following week, right before Christmas, and that'll be Elf. So that'll be a great one to see, to go watch Buddy the Elf.
Will Ferrell does a great job.
Yes, I think that's everyone's favorite.
Pretty funny. Well, thanks for doing that. You wouldn't have to do that as far as making these movies available. And I think hopefully people will come in and enjoy that. But you got the popcorn, you got the ambiance, and you have a Christmas movie, and you make that available. So thank you.
Yeah, and we sell a lot of popcorn.
I bet you do. It smells so good if you're even close to the building.
That's right.
Yeah, it's great.
Got to figure out how to pipe it outside.
You should. Yeah, that's great.
Boy, you've had some big movies here
Yes.
lately. I mean, the biggest in the country right now have been showing at the Fox Theater. I assume that you've had some really good attendance for these.
We have, so we're playing Moana 2, which is the #1 movie in the country. We've had Wicked here for a few weeks. Those two have been huge. We opened Moana 2 right before Thanksgiving, and because some people are like, "Oh, you're open on Thanksgiving? Is it busy?" yeah, it's really busy. So we were with Moana. We were sold out from Wednesday to Sunday.
Wow.
We've been doing this for 21 years. I believe that's the first time we've ever been sold out that many shows in a row, and that was in the big theater too. And so that was incredible. Wow. Really neat to see people coming back to the movies and supporting that. I think we've talked before. COVID was pretty hard on the movie business, and there was some question whether it would ever come back. And I think it's kind of proven that if Hollywood puts out good movies that people want to see, they will come back. And so I think we're going to continue that. Moana 2 is going to continue showing for at least another week, and as well as Wicked. We are bringing in a movie. It's by Angel Studios. So if anybody's familiar with Angel Studios, they're the ones that did Sound of Freedom and a few others. A lot of them they're faith-based movies. This one's called Bonhoeffer. I think it's called was it Spy, Pastor, Assassin. So it's set back in World War II, and supposedly it's a true story based on an assassination attempt of Hitler, and looks really good. So you can always go out on the website, click on the poster that we've got out there, and you watch the trailer and see if it looks like it's interesting. I want to see that one. It looks really good. I like those.
Good. Yeah, a little history along with the Christian message there.
Yeah.
We're kind of squeezed down on Christmas this year. We've been talking about a lot because Thanksgiving was so late on the calendar. Is there still time to book a Christmas party or something like that?
We've still got a little bit of room, so if you reach out, you can reach out. Best way is through our Facebook page, messages on the Facebook page. Otherwise, I think we've got email address on the website as well, manager@watchthefox.com. We do have a phone number out there. We don't monitor that phone. It does go to it actually records your message and sends it to an email, so we do respond to those. But message on Facebook, that's actually the fastest thing that comes right to me, and so we usually are pretty responsive on that. So that's the best way to do that. Of course, gift cards to the theater make great gifts. We've been selling a lot of those. And there's multiple ways to buy those. You can stop into the theater and get any denomination you want. You can stop by Varney's grocery cart or the main bank of Nebraska State Bank. We do have those preloaded with $15, $25, or $50 increments. You do get a free pass for every $50 you spend, so there's a little incentive there. And then the other way is you can go on our website, and you can actually buy gift cards on the website. And there's two ways we do those. One is virtual, and so you can actually send it directly to the recipient, and they just receive it through their email. Or you can ask for a physical card. We actually just go in there and make those and get those mailed out, usually the same day.
Great.
So
you got it going on. This is great. Yeah. So fun to see all the cars and all the people walking in and out of the theater. And as you say, this time of year, we've talked about it, I think, last time you were here. If you got company in and you've been around the living room, around the Christmas tree for a few days, it's really nice to gather up and go do something a little bit, a break, and go see a good movie. And you guys stay open for that.
Yeah, we'll be open every day. We'll be open again Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. And I know at least two of the movies we're going to have. We've got Mufasa, The Lion King. I watched the trailer of that this morning. It looks really, really good. So that's kind of his background story of how he became king. And then there's the new Sonic the Hedgehog 4 that is coming out. And that one actually looks good. I'm not much into Sonic, but it actually looks pretty good. So I think there's some really good family content. Not sure what our third movie will be around there. And then we are bringing another movie. I think it's an Angel Studio movie as well called Homestead. That'll be coming in probably a week or two after Christmas. So we've got some good content coming.
On Christmas Day, will the showings in the evening, Stuart, or are they earlier in the day?
They'll
on
be our
Christmas?
normal evening show.
Normal evening shows, okay.
Christmas Eve, I think we usually do like a 2 o'clock. That way people can come and see a movie. I'm not, check the website. I'm not 100%, but I believe we do the 2 o'clock show. That way people can come see the movie and then be out, and then they can still go to their church services for Christmas Eve.
Mm-hmm. Good.
All right. Well, it's been a great comeback year, and you mentioned, Stuart, that the COVID was hard on theaters. I think it's worth noting that in larger metro areas, some of those theaters didn't make it back.
Right.
And to have them come back here in Broken Bow, Nebraska, in central Custer County is quite a phenomenal thing, I think.
Yeah, I hope people understand how fortunate we are. I think we put together a pretty good business model to be long-term successful with the local ads that we do. That's really and truly what keeps us in business, that helps us get through those tough times. But if you look around, I think the theaters in Valentine have closed, the theater in O'Neill closed, the theater in Ogallala, I think, is getting ready to shut down. I mean, there's so many of these communities around our size that have lost those theaters, and typically what happens is they close, and then the community rallies around that, and they have to raise a ton of money, and they open it up, and it's usually a nonprofit, volunteer ran, which sounds great, and it is great that they do those things, but it's a lot of work to run a movie theater. Yep. And when you're running it with volunteers, it is difficult because you've got to count on people coming in every single week, and over time, in my opinion, I would think people would get it would be hard, because it typically falls to the same people over and over again. But I think we put together a pretty good business model. It works here. It's working really well for us in Cozad, and working good for us in Central City. So I'm not looking for any more. Well, although we do have communities that reach out to us all the time.
I was going to ask you if people reach out to you.
We do, and I hate to say no, but. We're stretched about as far as we can go, because like I say, it is a lot of work, and we run them as full-time theaters. We run them every single day, and but we hire a staff. It's mostly high school students, and when we train them how to do everything, and we give them a lot of independence, a lot of responsibility, and they thrive upon that and do a wonderful job for us.
Well, it's a great life's lesson for them.
Yeah,
I mean, really. That's great. So it's a win-win thanks to your, I wouldn't say stubborn might be a good word, because it would have been easy during COVID to say, you know what, this is we don't get the movies we need, and people want to see movies. I mean, the list would go on and on.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, I will say it was a little frustrating because we worked our tails off during COVID, and kept open. We did the drive-by popcorn, and we did all these different things, and we did a lot of work to survive, basically. And there were a lot of theaters that just closed up, and unfortunately, as with the way some of the government programs worked, the theaters that just closed up, they were rewarded for that.
Yes. That's crazy, but it's true. Yeah.
We, and we received, obviously some help to as well, but yeah, it was kind of crazy, but they actually rewarded those that didn't even try. and just locked the doors.
They locked the doors, paid off a debt, and away they went, right? Wow.
Yeah.
Sometimes our programs don't
they usually mean well, but there's usually unintended consequences.
That's the way to put it.
Someone takes advantage of it.
Yeah. No kidding.
But we're happy to be here, and it's been 21 years. I don't know how long I'll keep doing it, but I don't think we have any thoughts of stopping. So,
if you're a business out there, and you're thinking, you know what, I want to have my ad before the movies start. Not only show my support, but in this case, there's a lot of people looking at the screen, munching on the popcorn before the movie starts. Who did they get a hold of? You or?
Yeah, I'm probably the best way. Okay. But there again, people reach out to me, or they reach out, via the Facebook Messenger or the email. Works great. A lot of people actually contact Sarah Russell. Sarah does most of our ads in Broken Bow, and so she can do a lot of the creative part in at least just for the Broken Bow Theater. She's too busy to do the others, but and she does an amazing job for the people that do that, or you can produce your own commercial. So, and I'm trying to remember. I'm kind of thinking you guys produce your own commercial that goes on.
We
out
have
there.
a couple times, yeah.
And so that's always neat. It's neat to see that. A lot of businesses love to see that up on the screen. We like to get the message out there of what we're doing. We want to think that there's value there because we do put a lot of eyeballs on that. It's a captive audience. And we keep the price down. You know, if you commit to a year, a 30-second ad, I think it's $100 a month. You know, so it's pretty reasonable when you consider that we show 3 movies a day, and I think we show 9 times a week. So there's 27 times a week times 4. You're over 100 times, so it's less than $1 a showing. And I'm always honest with people. There might be times that nobody sees your ad, and then there's other times you might have hundreds of people that see your ad. So we do like to get the value piece out there. We do put people on our website as well as in our lobbies. We have TVs in the lobbies that scroll through the business card ads. But if that's not enough, then we do kind of talk about that piece where, we have a 3-screen theater that's open every day of the year. Most communities would kill for that.
They would.
And that is a way to help us stay in business. And we draw a lot of people. Man, we draw people from all over. Because like I said, there's no movie theaters to the north. There's no movie theaters to the west. You've got to go to North Platte. Kearney lost their big movie theater. They've still got one. Grand Island lost their movie theater. They are building a new one, but you've got to go a long ways to find a theater. And so it is a way that we can stay in business, and we reinvest that money into equipment because we do have state-of-the-art sound and video equipment, and we have got nice seats and all that.
Yeah, it's very nice. Well, thank you. Before we let you go, I mentioned that, of course, you're heading up Nebraska State Bank as well, and you have the free popcorn on Tuesdays going on.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. The other thing, while you're here, you had some the staff come in off and on to visit with us on the breakfast show, and last time they came in with the blue hats, and we're getting ready to go out and hand out some good things to people out there. So Nebraska State Bank, I think, stands tall in community activities, so we appreciate that.
You bet. Yeah, we want to take that leadership role, and I think the staff had a blast going out and giving away money the day after Thanksgiving, and we took lots of pictures, and it was pretty neat.
And just one of the things that you do with the schools and all the different things that happen. So thanks a lot. We look forward to seeing what you do in 2025, both at the theater and Nebraska State Bank and the branches as well.
Great. Thanks. Merry Christmas, guys.
Appreciate it. Merry Christmas to you. We'll take a time out.
You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show with Dave and Brent.
Good morning.
Ansley Lumber and Supply would like to thank their amazing customers for their business during this past year. They loved helping you with your projects inside and outside of your home, and they look forward to doing the same in 2025. Shop with them this holiday season. They have tools, muck boots, DeWalt tools, and more, from stocking stuffers to everything you need to build an entire home. Wishing you a wonderful holiday season, Ansley Lumber and Supply, downtown Ansley.
Are you afraid of falling? Team Physical Therapy can help. 872-5111. Good balance is essential for a healthy, active life. Team Physical Therapy is here to help you stay healthy, improve your balance, and keep you active. 872-5111. Our highly trained physical therapist will design a personalized plan for you to help you improve your stability, decrease risk of falling, and get you back to doing what you love. Don't let that balance issue keep you at home, or if it does, we can come to you. Call Team Physical Therapy 872-5111.
You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Brent Apperson and yours truly here. I'm going to take a break, Brent, and turn over things to you guys, and so you can talk appliances and, electric bicycles and grills and all sorts of things with Brent with Lines of Appliance.
Sounds like gift ideas to me.
Oh, great gift ideas. And I'll run to Varney Varney Pharmacy, and get set up for talking with Julie after you get done talking here with all the great gift ideas at Lines Appliance.
That'll work.
That'll work?
Okay.
Right. Before I go, Merry Christmas to you, sir.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
We'll take a time out. with these words.
Moline Seed and Fence in Gothenburg is your go-to fence store. They've got continuous fence in stock, raw steel and galvanneal panels ready to go, plus creosote posts in stock. Their kiln-dried posts are treated to a 0.8 retention and made from southern yellow pine. Need hedge posts? Get your orders in now for next spring. And for calving season, they've got you covered with freestanding and portable panels made from durable galvanneal pipes. Moline Seed and Fence, your Nebraska leader in agricultural fencing. Visit MolineSeedandFence.com or call 308-529-0781.
Some secrets just can't be kept, like the Christmas spirit happening at the Secret Garden. Open every day through Christmas. Monday to Friday, 11:30 to 4:30, Saturday, 8:30 to 4:30, and Sundays from 1 until 4. 20% off greenery continues this week. You can also save 15% off Christian t-shirts. Wishing you a season that is merry and bright with the light of God's love. The Secret Garden. Located 2 1/4 miles west of Myrna on Highway 92 and a half a mile north.
8:26 is the time. Good to have you with us here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. We do have Brent Kirkpatrick in the studio with us. Lions Appliance, good to see you.
Yeah, likewise.
Before we start talking Lions, I just want to say thanks to you and the Broken Bow Athletic Booster Club. A few days ago, we had a great event out at Kincaid Brewing Company for the Broken Bow Winter Sports Tip-Off event. And appreciate you guys putting that together. I think people have a lot of fun. A lot of folks attend. It's great to see the kids. It's always a great crowd, and we appreciate you including us in the event. And it was a great time, so thank you for that.
Yeah, you're definitely welcome. I think we all had a good time. The kids definitely are always entertaining. I always get a kick out of what some of them come up with, and some good stories about coaches and
yes,
and all that. We really appreciated Kincaid, Barry and those guys really helping us out with that too. They help us out a ton.
Yeah.
So it's really great to see those guys contribute to that as well.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about Lions Appliance. It's a wonderful time of the year because we're out shopping, we're looking for gifts, and folks, you can find a lot of things when you shop at Lions Appliance. What's going on?
Yep. We've got ton of TVs in stock right now, especially on some TCLs. Really not as well known as Samsung or something else, but man, they make a pretty good product, and you can really save some dollars. So if you're trying to stretch some things out this Christmas, this is a great opportunity to do that. We've also got just a few extra little things this year I haven't carried in the past, like some Nintendo Switches. We have a PlayStation, Xbox, so some of that stuff, if you got some kids that really enjoy that, it's available. And then we still got all of our regular good stuff, all the big appliances, laundry, kitchen stuff. I think we've got some other, some Ring doorbells. I forget about that. We got those available now. So if you wanted to add that to the list, we got those. And those are not nearly as expensive as what they used to be. I think it's like less than $100, and you can have one of them little video doorbells. And we also have some of the stick-up cameras and stuff like that. So if you're wanting to just keep an eye on things,
sure,
whether it be pets and stuff like that at home, it works pretty fantastic. Trying to think what else. We also are now a Gen Air dealer, which is a pretty big step for us. They usually require us to sell or at least try to sell more of it. But it is some really fantastic product. You talk just the quality and the standards around that product coming from Whirlpool. It's manufactured by them. But it is some really, really, really nice stuff. Very heavy. You can have your built-in refrigerators. Really nice dishwashers and ranges with it. We've sold a couple pieces so far already, so which is fantastic. And we're still going all over the place. Like the guys just left this morning early. Seth and Matt did, and they were going clear up to Atkinson. So
wow, that's a trip.
Yep, that was one of those Gen Air pieces. So
yeah.
They went up there. They left I think this morning about 6:30 to get up there by about 8:30, and we can still get back and get all the rest of our customers locally taken care of.
Yeah. Well, to me, that says a lot about your business for the fact that you're going all the way up to Atkinson because people are finding out about Lions Appliance here in Broken Bow.
Yeah. Hopefully the customer service speaks for itself.
Yeah.
And that's our number one goal every time is to make sure that the customer has what they want, and if they don't get that, then we're going to pivot and get them exactly what's going to get them closer to what their expectations are. I know we had one with Christy. This is a great one. Christy, we got her a microwave hood.
Oh,
here like
okay.
a month ago or so, and wasn't quite what she was hoping for. So we're no problem. We're just going to pivot, and we're going to go to a different model that fits her just a little bit better than what she wants. So that's I think I've got to find her, and still got to figure that last part out, but or at least a date to do it on.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's that's our number one goal right now. We're really trying to focus on just the customers, making sure everybody's taken care of, especially around the holidays.
Yeah.
It gets a little hectic sometimes. We really appreciate the customers when they're patient with us just a little bit as we try to work through the schedule and the workload. So we're doing a lot with service too. I should mention that. Our old service guy, Rich Zerline, he's retired back here in October. We kind of knew that was going to be coming at some point. Rich would tell me. So we're Mitchell Porter. He's been working with me for the last three years now, and he's been training for the last year. So we're doing that, and then we just hired another kid. He just started Monday, so with a goal that he'll start doing service work as well, so we'll be able to continue to take care of our customers.
I know sometimes families will go in together on purchasing maybe bigger items for gifts, like for mom and dad or grandpa and grandma, whatever. And I'm thinking about fridges, washers, and dryers. I'm sure you've got some great things on that line that people can come in and look at.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Good story on that one too. Yeah, so we have a lot of people do that from time to time. The name is escaping me right now, but we had a gentleman called us up, and this was a really fun one. And my delivery guys love this when we can do this. But he calls up and he goes, "Hey, I want to get a washer for my daughter." And okay, he goes, "But I don't want her to know it's going to be a washer. I like it to keep it as, hey, could you bring it in as a part and do all this?" Oh yeah, we know discretion on how to handle this, so contacted the gal and got everything lined up. Say, hey, we need to come in and make the repair, and I told the guys, I'm like, once you go into the house, cover the old washer. So we're trying to take care of everything really good. Take it outside, act like you're doing something for a little bit. Take the new one inside that's covered up.
There you go, and she doesn't know the switch is being made.
She didn't quite see what was happening. A little bit of sleight of hand probably, but it worked out pretty good. They took it out, the cover off, and they started hooking it up, and she came back in. She goes, "Wait a minute." And they told her, like, "Merry
this
Christmas."
Looks different.
Yeah, they told her, "Merry Christmas. This is on us." And she
neat.
was a little bit emotional, but she was very, very happy. And yeah, Seth and Matt were like, "That's a lot of fun when you can make the customer that happy." You know, they were really appreciative of the whole thing.
Well, you talk about customer service, and yes, the service is for the customer, but you guys get reward out of it too, don't you?
Yeah, it's a lot of times people come into the store, and I always tell my guys this, like when they come in, sometimes they're not going to be happy. I mean, unfortunately, that's just part of it. And somebody has something that's broke down, you're really not anticipating wanting to spend something like this, but we can be very competitive on the pricing. You're going to be really happy, I think, by the time the whole process is done, because we'll take care of you from start to finish. We're going to ask you a bunch of questions and try and find out the right machine for you or the right situation that you need to be in. And so it's entertaining seeing some people not be prepared for some of the questions. Oh, I didn't even think about that. It's like, so it can be a lot of fun.
Since we're kind of on the topic of customer service thing, I love that you guys do. If you're replacing a washer, a dryer, or a fridge, or a range, or whatever, sometimes you're like, okay, what do I do with the old one?
Yeah.
But you guys take care of that too.
Yep. With our deliver and install guys, Seth and Matt, they've been with me for, over 4 years now, and they're very well versed. I mean, there's not many things they haven't seen. Sometimes they're not probably thrilled about a difficult delivery, but they handle it exceptionally well. They don't ever let the customer know that they're maybe having a rough moment or something like that, but they know how to dispose of the old ones. We never hardly have any damages, which is fantastic on their part. I think that really says a lot to them. Because if you've ever had to deal with somebody that doesn't have real good attention to detail or good customer service, it can be very frustrating. And those guys do fantastic work.
Yeah. This is always kind of my go-to question, but I know technology just amazes me. And the things that these refrigerators can do now, this is crazy, but you've got some really neat top-of-the-line stuff when it comes to fridges.
Yeah, oh yeah, yep. Refrigerators are incredibly nice. Whirlpool is going through a really good deal where they're kind of refreshing the whole lineup too. So the models that we've seen for the last few years, some of them are going to kind of get transitioned to these newer style ones, and you're going to see some really good deals. Extra drawers where you didn't expect them to. Extra ice makers. We've got machines that have 2 ice makers in them. So just, fantastic stuff. Same thing with the laundry and the ranges. You're going to see those things, download the Maytag or Whirlpool apps, and they're going to give you updates on how things are progressing for you. So really is a neat process there too.
Yeah. As far as inventory goes, are there some other items, Brent, that you wanted to talk about here this morning to make sure people knew you have on stock? Or
Yep, sun heat heaters.
Oh man, yes, it is this time for that.
Yeah, it is. I wanted to make sure I covered that at the end. We've got some great sun heat heaters. We're also doing the repairs on them too.
Okay.
So we're really kind of biting off a lot, it feels like, anymore.
Yeah.
But, everybody on the team is doing a good job and doing what they can to keep everybody up and going. So, and we do try to help out. Sometimes if we can't get to it fast enough, we're trying to offer a lot of like a loaner model exchange, type deal. So we can provide somebody with a refrigerator or a heater or a washer, whatever the case may be, to get them by for a pinch.
Wow, that's really nice.
Yeah.
Let's talk about your hours. When are you open, and have you kind of set your time frame for the holidays coming up, or still working on that?
Yep, we got a schedule.
Okay.
We're open every day, Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Saturdays we're open from 9 a.m. to noon. Christmas Day we will be closed, and New Year's. And on Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve we'll be open half day at least, if not longer. It just depends, I suppose, how much work I can accomplish in those days.
And how many people are waiting until Christmas Eve to buy something.
Yeah. And by all means, we're always happy to do appointments. So if you have, that's kind of doesn't fit your schedule, give us a call. We're happy to come in early or come back in late. That's part of the business, is we're here to serve the customers and make sure they're taken care of.
Yeah. What do you got on the grill side? Can I ask?
Yeah, we've got some good Pit Boss stuff.
Yeah.
We still have some good some Pit Boss griddles. They're fantastic. We still carry the Kamado Joe, which I personally just love that brand. The charcoal is just amazing, I think, once you understand how it works. So lots of good product, a lot more than what people probably think when they come in.
Yes, for sure. So we encourage you to stop in to Lyons Appliance, visit with Brent and the guys, and they'll get you set up. Anything else that you wanted to mention that maybe we haven't talked about yet this morning?
No, I can't think of anything. Just Merry Christmas to everybody.
All right, Merry Christmas to you. Thanks for coming in. Brent Kirkpatrick with Lyons Appliance, our guest on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Bitter cold days, long nights ahead. Yep, it's winter season. Agland ATV has just the machines for you. Polaris offers many options of cabs. You can order yours today. Don't forget about the heaters, spotlights, light bars, and heated seats. They are perfect for this time of year. We know you don't have time for an unexpected breakdown, so stop in and let the qualified service department inspect your machine. We are here to keep you running at Agland ATV, West Highway 2, Broken Bow.
ATVs can be hazardous to operate. Always wear a helmet, never drink and ride.
This is Stuart Fox of Nebraska State Bank. We'd like to sincerely thank our customers for their support and business this past year. We look forward to serving you and Custer County for many years to come. From the NSB family to yours, we hope you have a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. Nebraska State Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC.
This is April Good, proud to be with Lashley Land and Recreational Brokers. We've been inundated with buyers from all over the country finding our website and asking about north central Nebraska farmland. Most buyers would be delighted to lease back the land to the seller or their trusted tenants. If you are thinking about taking advantage of these once-in-a-lifetime market conditions, call me, April Good, for a free market analysis on your property and check us out at lashleyland.com.
And we're back on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Good to have you along. Brent with you in the studio. Coming up soon, we'll be going to downtown Broken Bow. Dave is headed to Varney Pharmacy, and we'll find out what's going on there during this Christmas season. That'll be coming up a little bit later in the show. Several things to keep you informed of here as we go through the show this morning. We do want to let you know that some folks are looking for in-home help, which is needed for an elderly couple, which is located 14 miles east of Ansley. Looking for someone to provide assistance with meal prep, light housekeeping, laundry, and some personal cares. References are required. For more information, you can contact Rose at 402-641-1755. They ask that you text to get the conversation started. So again, the number is 402-641-1755. Also want to remind you about Cattlary Farms, always a great place to visit during this holiday season. They are open now 4 miles east of Loop City. You'll find them right off Highway 92. And coming up this weekend, December 14th, this is the big day. Mr. and Mrs. Claus will be there with their reindeer from 1 until 3. That'll be this weekend, Saturday, December 14th at Cattlary Farms just outside Loop City. Now, admission is $3 with all kinds of fun for the kids. 3 and under will be admitted free. We also remind you of their regular hours going on during the holiday season. They are closed on Mondays and Tuesdays, but open Wednesday through Friday from noon to 6. Open Saturday from 10 to 6. Open Sunday from 1 until 6. Farm fresh Christmas trees, wreaths, porch pots, handmade gifts. Be sure to come and see all that they have during this holiday season. Also, check out their website, Cattlary, which is spelled K-A-T-A-L-A-R-I, farms.com, or visit them on Facebook. Don't forget their barn is available for rent during the year for special occasions and get-togethers. For more information, call 308-745-0938. The final day for Cattlary Farms for the holiday season will be on Sunday, December 22nd from noon until 5. But again, don't forget this Saturday, Mr. and Mrs. Claus will be there with their reindeer from 1 until 3. So blessed to have Quality Senior Villages in Broken Bow as a part of the Custer County community, where an active life is a nurturing experience. It is a wonderful care facility which specializes in Alzheimer's and dementia care assisted living. So to find out more about Quality Senior Villages, more about their facility and the services that they offer, we encourage you to give them a call, 872-6387. That's 872-6387. Also, a job opportunity for you through Ranchland Ford. They are seeking a knowledgeable and customer-oriented service advisor to join their team. The ideal candidate will serve as the primary point of contact for customers, ensuring their automotive service needs are met with professionalism and efficiency. This role requires strong communication skills and a solid understanding of automotive repair processes. Position is full-time, Monday through Friday, alternating Saturdays. Wage is negotiable based on experience, so if you're interested, stop by in person to Ranchland Ford at 1024 East Southeast Street in Broken Bow, or you can give them a call, 872-6488. That's 872-6488. 8:43 is the time. Dave sounds like he's getting set up at Varney Pharmacy. We'll check in with him as we take you to Varney's after this 1 minute, or make it 1.5 minute timeout.
Hi, this is Andrew Mason with Pearson Physical Therapy, where we believe you should always receive the personalized attention you deserve. We use a collaborative approach to work together so we can help you achieve your goals. From post-surgical rehab and sprains and strains to back pain, arthritis, sports injuries, and everything in between. Come talk to us at Pearson Physical Therapy in Broken Bow, 872-5800, or visit our website, pearsonpt.com.
At Echo Financial in Arnold, they believe that sometimes all you need is someone to help show you the way. It is certainly true with finances and insurance. Whether you're starting in your career or are preparing for the retirement of your dreams, Echo is there to listen, understand, and help guide your financial journey. She invites your questions and offers complimentary consultations for your retirement and legacy planning. Echo Financial offers asset management and financial planning with a heartbeat. Visit echofinancialllc.com or call 308-848-2244 to book your appointment today. Advisory services are offered through Echo Financial LLC, a registered investment advisor in the state of Nebraska. Insurance products and services are offered through Echo Financial and Echo Pelster Insurance LLC affiliated companies.
All right, Dave is set up at Varney Pharmacy. Let's find out what's going on. Good morning, Mr. Bernie.
Thank you, Brent. Thanks for calling me Mister. I love that.
Wow.
Yeah, Brent called me Mister.
Mister, hey, Brent, you're slipping.
Yeah. Well, he's getting ready to go have some blood drawn today. I think he's a little bit feeling like...
I hope so. You think he's nervous?
Yeah, I think he's nervous.
Yeah, I bet he is.
A little insecure.
Yeah.
Well, there I go again. He was nice and called me Mister, and I called him insecure.
Yeah. Dang it, Dave.
It goes back to my mother's genes.
Well, and you have to be careful this time of year. You know, Santa is listening and watching all your behaviors.
I know, but that was the case over the years.
You never have a gift?
Never gotten anything.
No toys for you.
No. Well, Barney's is rolling along. You guys have come through Medicare Z and Y and all the different crazy stuff that pharmacies are going through right now. You still have Christmas in mind, and it's only, 14 days away.
Yes, that's what we counted up. Today's the 11th, and in 2 weeks it will be December 25th.
Wow.
Isn't that something?
That is something. So what do we want to cover today?
Well, I guess to come in and get your with 2 weeks, it's almost last minute Christmas
really
shopping.
Is, yeah.
And when you do shop here, we do complimentary gift wrap and gift bags. If you have more shopping to do, you can give us some time to do the wrapping and come back and get it. You can always come through drive-through and get it if you don't want to get out and come back, into the store. You just have to come in and look around and see what we have. Do some shopping. I will let you know, I know our Montana case looks really sparse, but we have made an order, and it should be here any time.
Okay.
They did tell me 5 days, but I do know with the mail, it's probably going to be beginning of next week, I would say.
Well, there's still time to come in then and shop. It's easy to find. It's a beautiful display. It's lit up. It always highlights the beauty of the Montana jewelry, and you've got some nice things in the display case that are available, and more to come.
Yes, that's correct, Dave.
Right. How are we doing on cards? I know Deb's busy. She's on the phone.
Deb's busy, so, let's go over here and talk about what Brenda orders, the Leanin' Tree cards. And we have I still have a really good selection of the Christmas Leanin' Tree cards. They're all boxed. We don't have any singles.
Okay.
But they have sold down quite a bit because we had 2 cases like this, so we're down to 1 case. But there's still a really good selection here. Very good selection.
Got just about everything there. It's just getting down to 1 or 2. So.
Yes. So there's there's some really good Western scenes, and there's a cute scene with little kittens on the stairs with Santa's stocking there. Little kids out building the snowman with their dog, putting a cowboy hat on it, with the mountains behind it. That's really pretty.
Yeah, they're very beautiful.
They are beautiful cards.
And you'll see those right when you walk in the south door, which most people use here at Barney's. I wouldn't call it the back door at all. This is the most used door there is.
Correct.
Compared to the one out front. I usually use the one out front when I come to do remotes because I just pull off the highway, which you can do. Mm-hmm. But when you walk in, you're going to walk in and see some of the toys and different things if you walk in the south side here.
Yes, you'll walk in, you'll see a little display by the cards, and then all around that, like you mentioned, Dave, it's the toys. There's still a really good selection. And then I see it's kind of cold today, so look at these warm, fuzzy blankets.
I was going to ask you about those.
That'd be nice.
Karstens.
Yes, Karstens, and they're working for the Wrangler brand, and these are just really nice plush throws. They're very soft. They have the Serpa lining in them, and they're Southwestern style. And I think we have only 2 left.
Okay, so come buy them while they're here. Thermal Tech neck warmer.
Yes, those are really nice. I wear those a lot. They really keep your neck warm, and then if you're get out where it's really windy, you can pull them up over your nose and your mouth, or you can, even with these, you could pull them up like over your ears, up over your head, so it would cover your neck and your whole like the back of your head and your ears,
which makes all the difference, because if you're losing heat out of the top of your head, you're going to get cold.
Yes.
And these are lightweight but yet very effective.
Correct.
You also have some little stocking caps and some other gloves here for folks to look at as well.
Yes.
So when you walk in the south door, just start shopping. You got the kids on the left and the cards straight up here. And as we're standing here, I was going to ask you about what's going on. You've been working in a pharmacy a little bit more lately, so you can probably answer my question. Flus, colds, sore throats, how's all that going?
It's been mostly sore throats and colds, sinus infections. That, I would say, that's what we're seeing a lot of right now.
So that's not good, but that's not so bad this time of year, right?
Right.
Right.
And then, some ear infections, but a lot of times that goes along with your sinuses and a cold. So we have plenty of over-the-counter products for that. Looks like we're sold out right now. We're have the warm mist and the cool mist humidifiers, so those should be coming back in. Also, what we have that's really good to have on hand, it's called Liquid IV, and it's electrolyte drink mix, so all you need to do is mix it with your water. So it's kind of nice to have that on hand, or they're little individual packets, so you could throw them in your purse or your overnight bag, take them with you, so you would have them.
Now,
all you need is water.
All you need is water. Let me ask you this. Almost everything in the store, I've noticed over the years that we visit, that you've tried.
Yes.
Now, I know.
Oh, look, we do. Brenda said we did get a couple warm steamers in. Do we have the cool mist one? Do we have the cool mist one in as well?
Yeah.
Humidifiers.
Okay, very good.
Yep, they're on the end cap.
Coming in as we speak.
Yes,
all right.
That's great.
So to the hydration multiplier, have you tried it?
I personally have not. I'm going by recommendations of what customers like, and also my family. So I should try it.
No,
but
you can't try everything, Julie. I just wondered about what it tastes like. Just
well, okay. There's different flavors.
Okay.
This one is a lemon lime, and then this is a strawberry. And this one should be tangerine. Yes, tangerine. So there's 3 different flavors, and the customers that use it like it.
Like it. All right. The other thing that we suffer from in the winter months, and it's now getting cold enough, I think a lot of people out there are noticing, yes, sinuses and that sort of thing. On the skin side, we're noticing after we have a shower that we need to put some moisturizer on, because otherwise later on that day, it's burning and you're itching and you're scratching, right?
Yes, and you don't want to do that. It just makes it worse. So when you get out of your bath or shower, before you dry off completely, if there's still a little bit of dampness on your skin, it will absorb the moisturizer better. Yes, so
I didn't know that.
Dave. See? Never too old to learn.
My wife's going, geez, Dave, everybody knows that.
I mean, don't stay wet and rub it on, because then you're going to lose it, because you're going to end up tail drying off of that or after that.
But just a little moisture?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I think a lot of us, well, speaking from my own experience, start noticing it in the shins first.
Yes, and you just dig and dig, and then all of a sudden you realize, oh, no.
I could take care of that if I would just put on some lotion and shoulders and arms and so forth, and nothing worse than not being able to concentrate because you're itching up on your upper shoulders and so forth. Besides that, it can get out of hand if you don't take care of it.
Yes,
right?
it really can.
Okay,
yes.
so I know you have a lot of products for that.
We do. So just come in. We'll help you find the one that will work good for you. We just had a big order of Baker's chocolate come in. So we're well supplied, well stocked So if you need Christmas candy, it's great gifts for people. Everybody loves Baker's chocolate. And we also got their Sandhills Sweet Ranch and Sweet Onion dressing in.
You know, every time you have one of these pieces of candy that you enjoy, you're going to think of that person that gave it to you.
That's
right?
true.
So if you're giving a gift and you just want to just tell somebody, I care about you, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, every time they have one of those, they're going to think, well, Julie was so nice to give me that.
Yeah, and I wish she'd bring me another package.
I can't stop eating these. They're so good.
And another thing, now there's the smaller 4-ounce packages, but this is my thought for them. We have silver, we have gold, we have red, we have green. I think if you bought a package of each or whatever color theme you have for Christmas and kind of scatter those out on your table or somewhere, they're Christmas colors.
Yeah, they are.
Traditional Christmas
they're
colors.
Decorative and tasty.
Yes.
Right here on what they call the end cap, right in the middle of the store with some of the other over-the-counter things that you can buy here at Barney's. And that's one nice thing, too. I know we're bouncing around here a little bit, but one of the nice things, you have all this over-the-counter applications, medicines, lotions, and different things, cold, flu. And you can talk to the pharmacist right here. Now, if I take this, is this going to interfere or interact with what I'm taking as a prescription drug, or do I need to go to the doctor and get a prescription? All these conversations can be right here in Broken Bow at the store.
That's correct. And yes, and take advantage of it. The pharmacists know so much and have years of education to be able to help you with all of those issues that you just talked about.
Yeah, very important not to go ahead and just guess and take something that doesn't match up with what you're already taking, and you end up, heck, you could end up in ER if you weren't careful, right?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, I wanted to get across the store here real quick, if we could, Julie, because you always have some great decor items on the north side. But before we get there, let's stop and talk about the Naked Bee products that you have displayed here.
Okay, and we were talking about the lotion, and the Naked Bee has a good variety of lotions that work very well. They stay with you. You can put the hand lotion on, go wash your hands, and they will not, it's like it stays with you. You don't have to reapply the lotion. It stays with you for quite a while. And there's different fragrances. We brought in one that's called Midnight Honey for the holiday season, and it also has a little bit of shimmer to it, and it smells really nice. We brought in some lip glaze. There's a clear, a kind of a flesh tone. Let's see. I'm trying to see what the...
We're reading.
Oh, California Poppy.
California Poppy. Okay.
Snapdragon Sunset.
That sounds kind of good.
Yes. Midnight Geranium. So they just put a little tint of that color on your lips.
All right.
And it's a gloss.
Very good.
And they have the regular the organic lip balm as well. A lot of customers use that.
One of the things that we always notice this time of year is our center square.
Yeah.
And with the bandstand and the lights and so forth that are on at night, it's beautiful. But it's really quite nice right now because there's enough snow that's got the sidewalks kind of lit up white and a little bit of covering on the grass. And you have a great view here from Barney's for that,
We
don't
do.
you?
Yeah, it just looks beautiful.
So
really
get you in the shopping mood while you're here. And a couple of things as we're going to check on the way. You always like to talk about the Warmies. I know that's close to your heart.
Yep, they're really a good product. Everybody likes them. They're for all ages. All ages. They're not just for kids. Everybody loves a Warmie. They have a soft lavender fragrance to them. You just heat them up in the microwave for a little while. They're very relaxing. As an adult or a child, whatever, warm them up. If your hands are cold, hold them, lay them on your hands, lay them on your feet, go to bed with them. They'll help you relax.
Take it from Julie. She knows this.
I know this. A lot of stuff, I back a lot of everything that we have in here because most everything I've tested or tried. And I don't remember if we've talked about this. The lemon curd. We have and this would be great. kind of a different gift that it's hard to find here in town. So we have a lemon curd. It's very good. It's a really thick, almost like a real thick custard with a soft lemon taste. We have ginger snaps that go along with the lemon curd. There's an orange marmalade. You can try that. It's on your toast. I like to put it on ribs along with a little bit of barbecue sauce. It's really good. Oh, and another thing I see from here, we do, I forget to mention a lot of times about our essential oils. We do have a good variety of essential oils here, and if you don't see what you like to use for an essential oil, you can ask us if we can order it for you. A lot of times we can. We have 2 different brands. We have the Nature's Truth, and then we have the Loran. We've carried Loran forever, and it's a great brand. We also have their flavorings if you're making candy. We have that by the cash register.
You know a lot, Julie. You really do. You're very knowledgeable.
I guess I should just say thank you.
Yeah, do.
Thank you, Dave.
We're on the north side of the store looking down all of the card selection and so forth, and I'm pretty sure that Debbie would tell you we'll not probably get any more Christmas cards in, so
Correct.
Get in and get your Christmas cards now. Only
Yes.
2 weeks from Christmas.
Let's walk over there because a lot of people like the money Christmas cards. They're cards just made to slip money in. I don't know for sure what she has left over here. Well, it looks like there's still a pretty good selection.
And those are really handy. I've used them for
yes.
bonuses at the station.
You get bonuses?
Well, not this year. I'm not going to.
Yeah.
I told the crew yesterday they would get a bonus, and I've found some pumpkins, and I'm going to give them pumpkins for Christmas.
Are they kind of rotten?
Well, a
The
little
pumpkins,
bit, but
kind of-
you know
they got
can,
frozen.
They can still make pumpkin pie out of them. I think.
Yeah, probably.
But if you need to give a bonus, these work great.
Yes, and actually, right on here it says they're less than $1 a card. There's 8 in a package here: Christmas money and gift card holders. That's pretty nice.
They work really good.
Yes.
Yeah. Kind of keeps you organized when you do it. You know, you get as many cards as you have employees, and then you just go down the line. It works really nice.
Yeah.
So those are available, and of course, just have all the family, birthday, anniversary, still all that, and Christmas. So ready to go here at Varney's. Let's talk real quick before we close about your hours. Everybody we've been interviewing at the station, we're asking what's the schedule for when you get to Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. What's the schedule, Julie?
Christmas Eve, we will open at 8:30 and we will be closing at 2.
Okay.
Christmas Day, we will be closed, of course.
Yes, of course.
Yes, and reopen the day after Christmas with regular hours.
So let's just kind of remind ourselves that if we have scripts that are running low, let's get in. And I just noticed this morning, as I was taking my daily pills, that I have a few left of one particular kind. So I need to get that taken care of now so I can get on through the holidays.
Yes, and that is a very good idea, Dave. Make sure if you see that you're running low on your prescription and maybe you have 5 pills left, go ahead and call those in. It's better to call ahead of time than to wait till you only have 1 or none.
Yes, and I think the last time I was guilty of that.
Oh,
so I'm trying to pay attention now. But sometimes there's a hookup, you know, in supply. Sometimes you have to have the doctors give an okay on that. So don't
correct.
wait. And certainly at Christmas Eve at 2 o'clock, you don't want to be looking to get your pills filled, right?
That's correct.
Okay.
Yes, you're right, Dave.
All right.
Good
Well, thank
advice.
you. You're very smart. And I was right.
Dave, are you kind of wanting something? Because you keep telling me that I'm smart and knowledgeable. So I'm thinking you're kind of wanting some of that baker's chocolate or something.
Wouldn't be bad.
It wouldn't, would it?
Since I'm giving my employees a rotten pumpkin, I may as well get some candy.
Yeah.
No kidding. Well, I think that over the years that we've worked together and you guys have invited us in, Julie, you do know the store very well, what's on the floor, what's coming in, and so we appreciate that, and I'm sure that makes your day very busy when people see Julie and Deb and the floor staff here they go, oh, I'll go ask them.
Yes. And we enjoy helping you, believe you me. We really do. If we can help you, we're going to do it.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, let's see. Whoa, I'm way over here.
Uh-oh.
Brent's probably getting upset. I don't want his blood pressure to go up, but I guess they're going to drain him later.
Yeah, that's true. Let's raise it.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
We'll send it back to you, Brent.
All right, Dave, Julie, thank you very much. Appreciate the report. 9:05 is the time. Let's catch up on the news.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. Cher and Dick Van Dyke among thousands of people who've been evacuated from their homes in Malibu, California, where a 2-day-old wildfire is still raging. Meteorologist Craig Allen.
Aided by the very strong Santa Ana winds that are blowing and gusting over about 40, 50 miles per hour or so. And there is no major let-up for today.
Weather conditions are expected to improve as the week goes on. Angry Syrians have torched the tomb of Bashar al-Assad's father days after rebels overthrew the government. CBS's Cammie McCormick.
Rebel fighters watched as it burned. Hafiz al-Assad ruled Syria with an iron fist for 30 years.
Inflation is picking up again. Business analyst Jill Schlesinger.
We are up by 2.7% from a year ago, up slightly from the previous month's reading.
That's thanks to prices for food, used cars, and hotel rooms. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Wesley is a truck driver.
I drive a truck, and I love what I do.
A truck driver with IRS troubles.
They told me I owed them $43,000.
It got really bad.
Quite a few letters in the mail. They were talking about wage garnishment, coming after my house, my car. Yeah, they don't play around. I seriously thought that I was going to lose everything.
One sleepless night, Wesley finally made a call to Optima Tax Relief at 2 a.m.
Kind of figured I'd get a machine, but I didn't. I actually got to talk to an actual person in the middle of the night.
He found just what he was looking for.
Oh, they were great people. You need a team of people that know what they're doing. Optima Tax, they know what they're doing.
Optima Tax Relief came through with flying colors.
I saved an incredible amount of money. Happy don't even come close. I was absolutely overjoyed.
Take Wesley's advice.
If you're in any kind of trouble with the IRS, call Optima Tax Relief. Don't trust anybody else.
Call Optima for a free consultation. Call 800-783-8055. That's 800-783-8055. 800-783-8055.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Steve DeSager.
2 games in the NBA Cup quarterfinals. Milwaukee beat Orlando 114-109. Giannis Antetokounmpo with 37 points. Then at Oklahoma City, the Thunder eliminated Dallas 118-104. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander scored 39 points. The 2 other quarterfinals are on Wednesday. Kawhi Leonard practiced with the Clippers for the first time this season after knee inflammation. 2 games in men's college basketball at Madison Square Garden. Number 1 Tennessee stayed undefeated, beating Miami 75-62. Then Arkansas came back to upset number 14 Michigan 89-87. Illinois down number 20 ranked Wisconsin 86-80. In an NHL late game, Minnesota won in a shootout at Utah. Earlier, Toronto came back for an overtime victory at New Jersey. Winnipeg beat Boston 8-1. The New York Yankees agreed to an 8-year deal with left-handed pitcher Max Fried from the Braves.
Here's your weatherology forecast. I'm meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki. A blend of clouds and sun today with a high of 36. Winds out of the northwest 8 to 15 miles per hour. Partly cloudy tonight 11. High temperatures reach up to 30 tomorrow. Sunshine mixed with clouds at times. Mid-20s Friday with a slight chance for snow. Low 40s, lots of sunshine Saturday. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
Currently at our studios, 21 degrees. Good to have you with us here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Well, as we go through the winter sports season once again this year, every Wednesday during the wrestling season, we're going to bring you the Broken Bow Wrestling Report. It's brought to you again this year by Duda Plumbing and Trotter Fertilizer. And we're excited to announce that part of the report this year will be Broken Bow Girls Wrestling. Broken Bow Girls Wrestling in its first year of existence. And we're also excited to announce that we've been visiting with girls head coach Marissa Campbell, and I believe that she is planning to join us for the report beginning next week. So we'll have a special visit with Coach Campbell about Broken Bow Girls Wrestling each and every week during the course of the season, and we'll start interviews with her coming up next week. So in the meantime, we're going to go back and recap what happened with Broken Bow Girls Wrestling as they started their season last week at Cozad, and what a great start to the season. Broken Bow would finish third at the Cozad Girls Wrestling Invitational, and they had 3 individual champions on the day. As we recap some of the results, Zoe Jones was your champion at 115 pounds. She went 4-0 on the day and won every match by fall. The champion at 170 pounds from Broken Bow was Stacy Medina Lopez, went 4-0 on the day, won the weight class, and won every match by fall. And at 190 pounds, your champion from Broken Bow was Ida Bumgarner, won 2 matches by fall, and then in what I believe was kind of the championship match, won in a tiebreaker to win the title at 190 pounds. So congratulations to them. Everybody who competed for Broken Bow at the Cozad Girls Wrestling Invitational, everybody won at least one match, which was fantastic. Daisy Henderson at 110 pounds went 2-3 on the day. She was the 4th place medalist, and both of her wins on the day came by fall. Chase Kalin was 1-4 on the day at 120 pounds as her win came by fall during the tournament at 120. And Keelan Shea, she went 2-2 on the day at 145 pounds. She would place 3rd on the day, and both of her wins at the tournament came by fall. So it was a tremendous start to the season for the Broken Bow Girls Wrestling team, again finishing 3rd as a team at the Cozad Invitational last week. They'll be among many area teams and many teams total competing this weekend in Stapleton as Sandhills Valley will host their Girls Wrestling Invitational, and that's where Broken Bow will be this weekend. And we look forward to visiting with Coach Campbell through the rest of the season during this Broken Bow Wrestling Report. So join us for that when we get to talk to her beginning next week. Well, earlier this week, we did have the opportunity to visit with Broken Bow Boys Head Wrestling coach Ed Schaaf. Our visit with him is coming up after these words from Duda Plumbing and Trotter Fertilizer.
The Broken Bow Wrestling Report is brought to you in part by Duda Plumbing. Since 2002, it's been all about A-plus service. Scott and Colton are ready to help you with the septic installation project, new construction work, or that remodel project you have on your hands. Call Duda Plumbing at 872-3402. Duda Plumbing of Broken Bow is proud to bring you this wrestling report, all about student athletes giving it their all on the mat and in the classroom. Duda Plumbing, where they do the plumbing.
Today's wrestling report is brought to you in part by Trotter Fertilizer and Broken Bow. Success is what you want from your fields, both now and in the future. To build towards both, utilize the help of Trotter Fertilizer. Using their expertise and leading technology, they can help you analyze your fields to move them forward to stronger yields. Give Trotter Fertilizer of Broken Bow a call. They are proud to be bringing you this wrestling report on KCNI KBBN.
Friendly service every time. Quality is what you'll find where your neighbors and your friends go see Trotter.
And for the first time this season, we bring you the Broken Bow High School Wrestling Report. Thank you for joining us, and we're joined once again this season by Broken Bow head boys wrestling coach Ed Schaaf. Good to see you, Coach. The season is here.
The season is here. Yes, it's good to be back in the chair.
I don't know if you've ever heard him say this, but our good friend Drew Gaffney, every time the wrestling season comes upon us, he always says, basketball courts were made so we could roll out the mats. So here we go.
Yeah, I'm not going to say that, but yeah, no, it's here. This wrestling season is here.
Yes, it is.
So,
well, hey, a big week to get things started.
Mm-hmm.
Let's kind of start with the way things started for you, and that was with a triangular. You traveled to Arcadia to wrestle against Arcadia Loop City and Wood River. Won both duels.
Mm-hmm.
Just looking at the results, Wood River duel, very competitive. Just talk about the opportunity to get the kids out on the mat to start the year in that try.
Yeah, you know what? That Wood River, their numbers were up. I think they had like 25 to 26 kids. And so I was talking to the coach about it, and he said, yeah, they just had a bunch of kids that wanted to try wrestling. And so they were able to fill all but one weight. And we were kind of fortunate because that one weight was 106, that they have a really tough kid. So they would have scored more points there. We weren't. able to fill it because of our descent plans. Bo and Ritter couldn't get down to 106. So we knew we were going to be open there, and we knew we didn't have a 175-pounder. So going into it, I knew it was going to be a tough duel. I'm sitting there going, because we have some young kids, too, that I think are going to be pretty good, but putting them out there on a varsity level for the first time, it's kind of tough. But, yeah, that duel was kind of back and forth, and their lighter weights are pretty solid. They have their 13-pounder was a state runner-up last year, and they have some seniors that are in there. And we have freshmen and sophomores that are getting put in there. And so what started out, we were down quite a bit. And then we got into the middle weights, and we had some matches that kind of went our way. And next thing you know, we're going into Cal Wells, and Cal's one of our hammers. And we have 2 matches left, and Cal wins, and it's we're up 35-33, I think. And going into the last match, and I'm sitting there going, all right, you know what? Feeling pretty confident that Baum had wrestled the kid before Devin, and it's like, all right, we're going to be okay here. And next thing you know, they kind of get into a scramble, and Baum's on his back, out of bounds. I mean, it's one of those things with the new rule change. You know what? He's completely out, but the kid from Wood River has his feet in, and Baum just fights. I mean, he just doesn't give up. He is off the mat, and then his feet are off on the court. So fans are going nuts. I'm going nuts because that's a stoppage, and I'm just like trying to get us out of this. Yeah. And we did, and next thing you know, Devin is sitting there, and this kid tries to ride legs, and Devin ends up pulling him over and pinning him, and it's like, oh my gosh. I mean, I already have a lot of gray hairs on my chin, and it was just keep adding to it. But it was good. I mean, it's good for those young kids to see that no matter where you're at, you just never stop wrestling. Yeah. And that's Devin. Devin puts himself sometimes into positions where he's in trouble, but he never quits. He never quits. And so we were able to win that duel, and then then we had Arcadia, Loop City, and they have some good kids. They just had some kids that were up a weight class. And so it's they have this Steve kid he's really good. Yeah. But he missed weight. And so instead of wrestling a sophomore at 190, he has to wrestle Cal Wells at, so it was just kind of tough for him. They had some good kids. I mean, I think it was 66-0, and they're better than that. I mean, they have some kids. I think they went down to Ravenna the next day and had some kids medal and win some things, and it's just kind of sometimes that's the way it works. And
yeah. Before we get to the Bow Invite, which happened on Saturday, I thought we would take just a moment to talk about the health of the team as you get the season started, because I know you got some kids that aren't out on the mat maybe yet for you, but certainly are going to be a factor for you when they get healthy. Just give us a little update on where you stand with some of the kids that maybe aren't able to be on the mat at the moment.
Yeah, coming out of football, we had some injuries. Will Moniger got hurt and hurt his knee and tore his ACL, and so he had surgery. So he's not going to be able to wrestle at all this year, and that was a big loss for us. Will's super tough, and I was really thinking that he could be a medalist, if not upper medalist. So that one hurts. And then Kobe Wells, Kobe broke his wrist in football. And so, in football, they taped it up, and he went out there with a big old caveman club and played. You can't really do that in wrestling. So he's been out. He actually got cleared on Thursday to start practice. So or maybe it was Friday, but he practiced on Friday. So he's going to be back this week. Braxton Reinierson, he had shoulder surgery, and so he ended up down in Lincoln and set some record for the most pins that they put in his shoulder. His shoulder was that bad that they put so many pins and things in his shoulders, or screws or something, that they said it's at Nebraska Orthopedics. It's the most they've ever done. Wow. So he's on his way back. Everything's going really well with him. We're just not expecting him back until, probably mid-January. And then we're going to just kind of pick our spots, because the doctor said everything looks great, but we're just going to be safe about it. And, Cal's kind of his foot's been bothering him from football. And so, at the beginning, we had kids that, because of their descent plan, couldn't get down to weight. And we had everybody pretty much down to those lower weights for the bow invite. But yeah, we're missing some guys that might have helped us. You know, I shouldn't say might have. They definitely would have helped us at the bow invite, but it's one of those things. We can't control it,
right?
So we have to deal with it, and yeah, it stinks, but like I'd say, nobody's going to care about us.
It is what it is.
It
right?
is, yeah. We
Yes.
just got to keep wrestling and keep getting better.
Well, you had some kids who really wrestled good for you, it looks like, over the weekend at the Bow Invite. Speaking of kids that are back on the mat, great to see Cash Watson back out there, and he was your champion at 138.
Yeah, he's looking tough. I mean, he's super athletic and super quick, and just has wrestled for a long time. And it's great to see him back. He's been, he got cleared this summer and went to camp, and it was a thing. He was a little bit sluggish there, but he's also wrestling really good kids at camp, and hadn't wrestled a lot. Now he's back, and he's been practicing hard, and he's looking tough.
Yeah.
He's looking real tough.
You've already mentioned this kid's name, but you do have kind of a hammer at 215. Mr. Cal Wells is off to a good start.
He's a fair hand.
He's not bad.
He's not bad. We'll take a kid like that. Yeah, no, he's you know what? He's super tough. He is hard-nosed. He's physical. He wants to get better. So, yeah, it's kind of nice to have him up there. I mean, you kind of know going in that he's going to be pretty tough and be tough to beat.
Other medal winners you had in the top four, Bowen Ritter, second at 106. Kelston Lindner, third at 113. Cooper Lawhorn was at that weight, too, got fourth. Emmett Palmer, fourth at 120. Aaron Finney, fourth at 144. Landon Lindley, third at 150. Aiden Markham, third at 157. And Devin Baum at the Bow Invite, third at 285. Some young guys really taking advantage of opportunities for you.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that we've got some freshmen and sophomores, and even some juniors that maybe haven't had the opportunity to wrestle varsity because we've been so deep for so long. And they're really good. I mean, it's one of those that we're sitting there in the room and watching them. It's like, holy smokes, these kids can really wrestle. We've just got to get better at there was times where I think we were just kind of holding on to win. It's kind of a tough situation. You come into the Bow Invite, and there's all kinds of people there, and they want to win so bad that sometimes they got to understand that they have to go out and try to score points. And we lost some matches that maybe we'll win later on in the year, and it's just getting that confidence to know that I can wrestle through situations, and I can go out and score points, and I just need to wrestle my match. And so they're going to be pretty good. It's just we've got to make sure they're progressing along the way.
Yeah. Competition has started, so what's the focus this week as you continue through?
Getting better.
Yeah.
Going through and working on the things that, the mistakes we made this last week. And it's, there's some of the things that it might be for one or two kids that will work, maybe work a different way of doing takedowns. But everybody will benefit from it. So it's just, I have Coach Sulful is not, he likes to write, so he's always got a pad and a pen, and I'm always like, write this down, or I'll see him over and he'll see something and he'll be writing it down, and he's kind of our secretary, and he just, at the end of the tournament, he gives me a thing, and so then we sit there and we're like, okay, this is what main things we're going to work on right now, and so, and then go back and watch some film and say, okay, this position, we got to clean this up and do different things like that. So, yeah, it's just getting better. Just trying to improve what we do.
There you go.
Trying to believe in our process and believe in what these kids can do.
Yeah.
It's one of those that we believe in the kids. Sometimes it's just tough for some young kids, if they haven't wrestled a lot, to have that confidence of, I can do this. And so we just got to keep pushing, and we'll be there.
Let's see, this week is at Holdridge?
Yes.
Am I right on that?
Yep. Our JV, we'll send our JV over to the Twin Loop on Friday, and then our varsity goes to Holdridge on Saturday. So it'll be good. It's you get to see some Class B schools like Nebraska City and Holdridge and Columbus Lakeview, and there's Norton, Kansas comes up, and Grand Island Northwest. And So it's we get to see some different people, but we kind of like that.
All right. Hey, thanks for doing this again.
You bet.
This
Thanks
season.
for having me.
Thanks to our sponsors who are bringing you the report this year, and we'll talk to you next week.
All right. Sounds good.
Broken Bow head wrestling coach Ed Schaaf joining us on the Broken Bow Wrestling Report.
Today's wrestling report is brought to you in part by Trotter Fertilizer and Broken Bow. Success is what you want from your fields, both now and in the future. To build towards both, utilize the help of Trotter Fertilizer. Using their expertise and leading technology, they can help you analyze your fields to move them forward to stronger yields. Give Trotter Fertilizer of Broken Bow a call. They are proud to be bringing you this wrestling report on KCNI KBBN.
Friendly service every time. Quality is what you'll find where your neighbors and your friends go see Trotter.
The Broken Bow Wrestling Report is brought to you in part by Duda Plumbing. Since 2002, it's been all about A-plus service. Scott and Colton are ready to help you with a septic installation project, new construction work, or that remodel project you have on your hands. Call Duda Plumbing at 872-3402. Duda Plumbing of Broken Bow is proud to bring you this wrestling report, all about student athletes giving it their all on the mat and in the classroom. Duda Plumbing, where they do the plumbing.
25 past the hour. Still some things to share with you before we wrap up the show here for you this morning. Another job opportunity to remind you about. The Nebraska Department of Transportation has an exceptional opportunity for a highway maintenance worker to join their team in Ansley and Broken Bow. At the Nebraska Department of Transportation, they reward their employees' hard work with a friendly and supportive work environment that encourages creativity and innovation. They provide training and career development, advancement opportunities, ample paid time off, work-life balance, and a comprehensive benefits package that includes a matching retirement contribution. To apply, you need to go online because an online state application must be completed. So go to this website, statejobs.nebraska.gov, statejobs.nebraska.gov. The state of Nebraska is an equal opportunity, veterans preference employer. Also, some neat things continuing at the Wild Rose Gallery as we roll through the remainder of this year into the next. The Wild Rose Gallery is having a miniature art show on January 18th. This is for ages 6 and up. Encouraged to bring art that is framed and able to be hung by a wire. Now, your art must be 5x7 or smaller, and they stress no photos. The art will hang in the gallery until February the 1st for a small entry fee of $3 apiece. It would make a great school break project for the kids, too, over the holiday break. Don't forget about the watercolor sip and paint snowman class that they'll be doing on January the 11th. Enjoy mimosas and company as you paint these adorable paintings. For more information on the activities at the Wild Rose Art Gallery, you can call 872-2632 or call 870-0995 to register or for more information. Well, they are hiring at Arcadia Public Schools. They are currently accepting applications for the following positions, looking for a paraeducator, a head custodian, and a head cook. Letter of application and resume can be submitted to the superintendent of Arcadia Public Schools, Craig Trampy. The address and the contact information to send your letter of application and resume, you can access all of that information on sandhillsexpress.com. Just go to the employment page and you'll see all of the details on where to send your application. Again, they're hiring at Arcadia Public Schools, looking for a paraeducator, a head custodian, and a head cook. Defrost weather is here. Do you know that if you have a rock chip and you turn the defrost on, well, you can cause it to spread out, causing a costly replacement of a new windshield. But the good news is you can stop that by having those chips filled by Dickerson Chip Repair. Call Mark. He's ready to go to work with Dickerson Chip Repair. He's a mobile windshield repair service. Whether it's at work, in the field, or on the go, he comes to you. Now, that's convenient. How much easier could it be? Currently, he does not take insurance claims, but you may be eligible for reimbursement by your insurance. He also uses the latest tools in the industry's strongest resin that is guaranteed not to crack, cloud, or yellow over time. So save money and call today. It's Dickerson Chip Repair at 614-403-8087. Let me give you the number again, 614-403-8087. You can also find them on Facebook. And finally, it is Wednesday, so we know what you've been asking. The minute you woke up, you're going, what's for Wednesday at Chapin's Furniture in Square One? Well, we're going to tell you. Today, purses and handbags are 40% off. Grab a great Christmas gift at a terrific price. Also, check out their assortment of Christmas pillows for just $10 each. It's a great time to check out their wonderful Christmas decor, too, that is still 20% off. And don't wait until the last minute to complete your list. They also have a great selection of stocking stuffers like jewelry, food mixes, and dips. So again, what's for Wednesday at Chapin's Furniture in Square One? Here's the answer. Today, purses and handbags are 40% off. Grab a great Christmas gift at a terrific price. And again, check out their assortment of Christmas pillows for just $10 each. That is what's for Wednesday at Chapin's Furniture and Square One Boutique. Be listening every Wednesday for a great deal and check out their window to find out the answer for what's for Wednesday. Ladies and gentlemen, Dave Burney has re-entered the studio as we start to wrap up the show for today.
Yes, I was out back unloading the pumpkins.
Yeah, I heard that that was kind of our Christmas gift and Christmas bonus this year. Thank you so much. Now, here's my question. Are the pumpkins the same size, or are they different sizes? And if they are different sizes, who got a large pumpkin? Who got a small pumpkin? Is it based on seniority? Is it based on performance? I'm just curious.
Well, just to kind of lay it out for you, Christie's pumpkin will be the largest.
Okay.
Because
I don't know what that means.
Well,
but
it's based on how much riffraff you're going to get for the size of the pumpkin.
Oh.
And I just want to avoid any problems, so I'm going to go with the big pumpkin with Christie.
Yeah, so you do that because you figure that if you do that, the least amount of pushback that you're going to get from an employee based on the size of the pumpkin would be from Christie. So why not just give her the largest one?
Yes,
I gotcha.
And
that
you're
makes
always,
sense.
Brent, you're always so cordial and accepting and forgiving. So I've got a set of 3 of those little baby pumpkins for you.
Oh, thanks, Dave. Appreciate it.
Yeah, you can set them up in a arrangement on your TV tray or whatever you like to put them, and you can remember the gift from the station that keeps on giving when you look at your little pumpkins.
Thanks, Dave. I'll tell you what, just makes me want to work even harder for the upcoming year.
I love
for
that.
you.
I love that.
Yes.
I know how to reward and incentive. Puts incentive in the workplace.
By the way, we're decorated here in the studio, and I just happened to notice this, and sometimes you can read into things, and if I'm doing that, I will apologize. But we have little stockings now with everybody's name on them who works here on staff. Everybody's up there, and I notice that if you look at Kristen's stocking, it's got this pretty little snowflake on it. Jeremy's stocking has pretty little snowman. Christie's has, the belt and the buckle of Santa going across the stocking. Dave has a pretty little snowflake. And then you've got the 2 new employees that have been here really just a few months. Tina has a pretty little Christmas tree on her stocking. Jack has a big picture of Santa on his. Brent, meanwhile, who has given over 20 years here to KCNI KBBN Radio, looks at his stocking and there ain't nothing on it. It's just flat, plain.
Well, I think you're overlooking the fact that it's plaid.
Well, it is that.
Now, I realize Kristen's is plaid design as well. She does have the snowflake additionally.
But is there a reason that mine doesn't have a decoration on it?
Because you're just a wonderful, regular guy who would wear plaid.
Well, it makes it look like I'm boring. Am I boring?
Absolutely not.
Hey, before we go, let's give you the rundown for Kids' Christmas interviews today. They'll continue on our radio stations. This is December 11th, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Let's see. Today, I got to make sure I get them on the right station. Today on KBBN, looks like Callaway today. And on KCNI, Arnold and the Custer Christian School kindergartners will be featured today. So that's the lineup. And then tomorrow we'll switch stations. Arnold and Custer Christian will be on KBBN, and Callaway will air on KCNI. So that's what's coming up on the Kids' Christmas interviews today.
I want to ask you a final question.
Sure.
This goes back to this morning when I was getting ready to come to work and was having a quick cup of Java with Joan. And somehow it came up, about dreaming and the Bonanza thing. And Joan mentioned that when she was a child, Bonanza and Disney were back to back. I think it was on Sundays, because Sunday evenings, because they were the only two shows that were in color at that time. So they had back-to-back color shows on Sunday night with Bonanza and the Disney show. And then later, I think they were different. I think Bonanza was on Saturday, but I think that's right.
Sure.
And I said, and then there were other shows that came along, like Bewitched, and the Flintstones was probably the very first cartoon animated show that was primetime that became in color. That was a big deal. I just want to know if you think I made a mistake. Joan seemed a little cold when I left the house. But I mentioned, Bewitched was turned into a color show. And she said, did you have a color TV? And I said, no, we didn't at that time. And then I Dream of Jeannie was color there about that same time. And she asked me then, she said, well, you didn't have a color. I said, having I Dream of Jeannie in color was like it came down from the heavens. And she said, well, how did you watch it? And I said, well, Joan, I went over to the neighbor's house and looked through their living room window because I Dream of Jeannie was in color at their place. And suddenly it got quiet and real cold in the house. You think I shouldn't have told her that that was the situation?
Yeah, you know what? I think I'm just going to be boring. I'm just not going to say anything. I'll just be boring. I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Okay. I don't want to get involved. Are we are we done?
Oh, we're done. All right.
Okay, we're done. Thanks for listening, everybody. Talk to you tomorrow.
Here's your weatherology forecast. I'm meteorologist